Hello and welcome back to another CSS Battles. So this is battle number 49 called Stay at Home. I'll have it linked down in the description below if you want to go check that out. Let's dive right in and break down this problem. Here's the image, and again it's centered in the middle of the body. It's got this roof and square body which is slightly rounded. So the roof, immediately I just think of using borders. So borders, you can make a triangle quite easily. In this case, you're going to have to do border bottom with a certain height and a color, and then the border left and right will be the same height as the border bottom, and the color will either be transparent or the same as the background. So that'll be quite easy. Yeah, in terms of the body of the house, rounded bottom corners, so that's border radius with the top two being 0, so 0, 0, and something like 10 or 20 pixels for the other two. And then this yellow doorway, and I have no idea what that's supposed to be, a window, I don't know. These will have to be positioned to the body of the house. The body's going to have position relative, and these will have position absolute. Okay, first up, I'm going to actually add another div for the roof, and I'll give each of the divs a class, just R for the roof and B for the body. Okay, that's pretty good. Next, I want to center this in the middle, add a background color, so doing all that in the body. I'm going to use display flex here. I know that's going to be a bit more code, so the score is probably not going to be great, but I just want to have it position flexed and use flex direction column. Looking good there, but the position is not right. So when using display flex, I need to add in a height. So we'll just make sure it takes up the full height, which is 100 view height. And there we go, centered now. Brilliant. Slightly off, but we can work around that. Okay. Next is going to be the... Let's work on the roof first. So, .r. I'm just going to put the body stuff here as well. And I'll copy that. So I'm actually going to take off the width and the height and background, and I'll just write it all myself. So right now the width is 100, and you can tell that's not enough. It looks closer to 200, maybe a little bit less. But the actual height is pretty close to 100, so that should be okay there. We'll have a little play around, see what I can come up with. So again, using border bottom and left, right. Close, no cigar. I might remove padding and margin. I think something's going on with that. So just target everything and remove margin and padding. Perfect, yeah. Great, so that's the roof done. Next we've got the body. So again, slightly wider than 100 pixels, but less than the one. So we'll do this as 190, see what happens there. Way too much, 170. No, still too much. 150. Yeah, that looks about right. It's just the color that's wrong, so we'll change the color. Add in the border radius. Go with 10 pixels. How does that look? Oh, it looks great. Ever so slightly off. But I can live with that. Anyways, next I need to make sure it's positioned relative so I can add in the before and after pseudo elements. So I'm just going to do before and after. Adding content is nothing. Background color, position absolute. The background color is this yellow. I'm just going to put all this on different lines because it's so much easier to read. They're both centered, so I could use left here, left 50%, and transform it. So that will make sure they're both aligned in the center. Let's go for the before element, which will be the top bar. Give it 100 pixels, height of 10 pixels. Oh, it's slightly off there. So the top, I'll give it, was it -5 maybe? Looking good, looking good. And then a border radius of 10 pixels. Nice. Again, slightly out. I'm not a big fan of that. Why is it happening? We'll work on the after one first and then come back. It's going to be pretty similar width. Give it 50. Is it like a square? I think it's a square. And rather than being at the top, we're going to put it at the bottom. And the border radius is only along the top. Can't do it that way. 10 pixels, 0, 0. Nice. So it's slightly off. Why is it slightly off? If I increase the height here, what will that do? It is definitely 10 pixels. It's just not quite liking that. It's really annoying me, that. Okay, let's just give this a run, see what I get. I'm a bit annoyed that there's some lines going in, but we'll see. Alright, 100% match. Pretty bad score, 817 characters. I'm not too bothered about the score, if I'm honest. There's loads of things you could do, so let's just take this off for a sec. Div, because I know I'm using borders here, you could possibly just do that as an A tag. Yeah, so that's some characters saved. Again, go through, remove all the spaces, I guess. Things like that you can do, get rid of the last semicolon. But to be honest, I'm not that bothered about the score. I just want things to be readable. To me, that's quite readable. You know, setting everything to have a margin padding of 0. We're working on the body. Got to have it as display flex, centering the items, putting it in the column, and working on the background. R is the roof, and we're just setting the triangle. B is the body of the house, setting the width, height. Yeah, background color. Pretty happy with all that. That is the end of the stay-at-home challenge from CSS Battles. Pretty interesting. I haven't actually used this border technique to make triangles in a little while, so that was quite fun. Overall, generally pretty happy. Let me know how you get on with this challenge. What was your score? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you go check out this next video that's appearing on the screen somewhere. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit that like. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, then please subscribe. Hope you all have a good day. I'll catch you later.